Hello everyone, I am Shilpa B. So let us go for reclaiming space in files that comes under module 2. So here we are going to study something about way of file organization when file is modified. Okay, so modification of the file, it can take any one of these forms. One is record addition, record updating, record deletion. So whenever you are going to do new record has been added to your file, that will go for modification of file. Record updation, if you modify any of the field, then obviously that will modify your file. Record deletion will also modify your file. So whenever you go for record addition, it is a simple way. You can just add the new record in new space, right? But if you go for record updation, then obviously if you have updated some several fields, only that part will be affected. But if you are going for deletion, it will be, you need to concentrate more, because when you are deleting something, then obviously there exists some space that needs to be reused, right? That is nothing but reclaiming space in the files. So you need to reclaim that space and you can reuse it for some other purpose, right? So let us go for record deletion and storage compaction. Storage compaction, it makes the file smaller by looking for places in the file where there is no data at all and then recovering this particular place. So whenever you are going to delete something from your file, that place will be empty and that empty space needs to be reused for some other purpose, right? So that empty spaces occur in file when we delete the records. Any record deletion strategy, it must provide some ways for us to recognize that records has been deleted, right? So in order to do this, we have a special mark, we call it as tombstones. So usually we use a star or asterisk in order to represent the tombstone. So whenever we have a star mark in our any of the file, that specifies nothing but that particular place record got deleted and you can reuse that place. That record whatever is there after star is not at all useful now, it got deleted and you can reuse, you can override that place for some other purpose. That is the tombstone. So let us go for an example of how we can keep the tombstones. Okay. So whenever we take an example, we'll take 3 records with different fields. So I will take the simple records. Say I'll take ABC with the XYZ, one more field, and one more field I'll take 1, 2, 3. One more field I'll take PQR, and one more field I'll take something else, XY, and etc. These are different fields I have for the first record, and I have the second record now. I write it as MNOP. Then let us write something else. Okay, I have 1, 2, 4, PQ, XY, Z, etc. And I have the third record with me now. So let us say XYZ, QR, 1 to 5, then something else like PQR, XYZ, etc. So these are the 3 records I have. Now what I am going to do is, I want to delete the second record. I don't want this particular record. Okay, I want to delete this. How can I delete it? When I delete this particular record, this place gets empty, right? When I delete the second record, that place is empty now. So you can use that place for something else. You can add some record over to there. New record can be added over to there. But how can we identify that particular place is got empty now? So what I am going to do is, instead of this, here what I am going to do is, I will remove this character now. So I'm going to remove these two characters. So initially there was mn, and what I'm going to do, I will remove that mn, and here I'm going to put a star, okay, and a pipeline. So this star and pipeline now represent that this particular place is no useful more. Okay, so you can use this place for something else. You can use this place for new record. So now when you write this star and pipeline, that specifies you can reclaim this place for something else. Okay, so that represents that record got deleted. Okay, now what exactly you will be having now in your file? In your file you will be having only this first record and the second record. This record is not there in your file now. Okay, so this is how we are going to delete the things and how we are going to put the tombstone. This is nothing but the tombstone. We call this as tombstone, which will show you that that particular file got deleted, that particular record got deleted from your file. So in your file you have only two records now, and this place whatever is there, that can be reused and you can override these contents. So the next thing we have is deleting fixed length records for reclaiming space dynamically. So usually when records are deleted, we keep a mark that record has been deleted, right? So then when we want to reuse it, we look through each records from the first record until we reach the last one, right? Until we reach the particular slot where which record is got empty, right? But it is a slow process. We know that if our record which is deleted is at the end, we need to repeat till the last step. We need to go sequentially. So it will become a very slow process. To make the record reuse happen more quickly, what we are going to do is we need two different things. A way to know immediately if there are empty slots in the file, and we need to know a way to jump directly to one of those slots if they exist. So these two things, if it is there, then it will be, you can access the record, you can reuse the space more quickly, right? So to do this, we have three methods. One is linked list, one more is stack, and the other thing we have is linking and stacking deleted records. We have three different ways of doing these two things. Okay, so what exactly we need to do is we need to know a way which will give you immediately where the empty slot is there, and we need to know how we can jump directly to those one of those slots if it exists. So these things, in order to do this, we have three methods: linked list, stack, and linking and stacking, combination of linked list and stack. Let us go for each of these. So the first thing we have is linked list. So what exactly the linked list is? It can meet both of that needs. How? Linked list, it is a data structure in which each element or node, it contains some kind of reference to its successor in the list. Okay, so when a list is made up of deleted records that have become available space within the list, that list is usually, we call it as avail list. If you have space and that is made as linked list, we call it as avail list. Okay, so how can we represent the linked list? So you will be having different nodes, and you will be having, initially you will be having a header, or we can call it as head pointer, we call it as head pointer, and from this it is going to connect to the next node. You will be having some empty place in this node, and you will be having the next pointer which is going to connect to the next empty space, and the next pointer which is going to connect to the next empty space. And if this is the last empty space, I can represent it as by -1. So -1 represent this is the end of the list. If you have some other address, you can show it with the pointer. Okay, we call this as a while list. You call this as a while list. The next thing you have is stack. What exactly a stack is? It is the simplest way to handle a list. The list is made up of deleted records and that have become available space within the file. The list, we usually call it as a while list. So if we have a stack, then stack is a list in which all insertions and removals of the nodes takes place at one end of the list. So if we have an while list managed as a stack that contains relative record numbers like RRN5, 2 and 3, it looks like the following thing. I'll show it how exactly it will look. Okay, so you will be having a linked list with the head pointer. You are going to have head pointer pointing to 5, then you will be having RRN5. So head pointer is pointing to RRN5. Then the next one, as I told, you have 5, then you have 2 as the next RRN. So here you will be having RRN2. Then once again, if you have now the thing is, this is RRN2. You had a list with the RRN5 and RRN2. Head pointer is pointing to 5, and the next pointer is pointing to 2, and this is the end of the list. Now add RRN3 to this. How exactly it will look? Okay, so where you need to add the RRN3? So obviously it will be added to the head pointer, because when we are using linked list as stack, then obviously when you have a stack, this is the structure of stack, and initially whatever is there, that is -1, this is -1 place, then 0, 1, 2, etc. So RRN2 is there in this, right? Then comes RRN5. This is nothing but your head pointer. Here your head pointer is pointing to, right? Initially when 2 records are there, your head pointer is pointing to this, right? Now whenever you want to add one more record, your head pointer will get incremented by 1. So head pointer now pointing to 2, and to this place you are going to add the next RRN, that is RRN3. So obviously when you are representing it like a linked list, you are starting with the RRN3 initially, then RRN5, RRN2, because head pointer is pointing to RRN3. So my linked list will be like this. When you are adding one more record, head pointer which will be now pointing to RRN3. So next comes your RRN3, the new record whatever you are added. Now it is pointing to RRN5. So here you will be getting RRN5, and that is pointing to RRN2. So you will be having RRN2 now, which is the end of the structure. So whenever we are going to add a new RRN, new record, RRN in the sense it is a relative record number. So when you are adding new RRN, where it will be added? It will be added to the head pointer. Okay. So because we are using, since we are using stack, it will be added to the top of the stack, where top of the stack you will be having the head pointer which is connected to the top of the stack. This is how the stack works. So the next topic we have is linking and stacking deleted records. So here what we are going to do is we will be having a linked list concept as well as stacking concept. Both together we are going to use. So let us take an example for this. So I'll take an array which will show you linked list as well as stack. So let us take different records A, B, C, then you have X, Y, Z. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So these are the different element RRN I have. These are the RRNs, relative record numbers, and I have some records over here. In the second RRN I have PQR. Then here I will put star -1. I'll tell you why I have put that. Then here I'll put a pointer to 3. Then we have DEF, then we have extra. Okay, so these are the different records I have, and you can see here we have 5 which is an empty slot where you have a pointer to 3, and in 3 we have an empty slot without any record where we have a -1. That means this is the last uh, particular place which is an end of the list. Okay, so I will write list head now. List head is nothing but where the head pointer is pointing to. That is nothing but I can tell first available record. So that is pointing to 5. Okay. So whenever you are going to add something, that will be added to RRN 5. If you want to add something, now if I want to add some AB, so directly it will go and see the list head where it is pointing to. So it is pointing to 5. So in the 5 it is going to add your AB. And then from here you have pointer to 3, right? That will be replaced over here, because in the next iteration if I have some xyz to be added, that will be added over to 3. So now suppose I have deleted something. Okay, now I wanted to delete some particular record from say RRN1. I want to delete. Okay, so when I delete from this XYZ, I want to remove. So I have deleted something from this. What I am going to do is I will put the pointer to 5. Okay, I will put the pointer to 5 so that, and here what I am going to do is I will change it to 1, because whichever is deleted leastly, I mean now uh, now you have, just now you have deleted the record from RRN1, that will be your list head. Okay, so there you can put your content if you are going to add something. Now why that happens? Because now if I write it like this as a stack, okay, as a stack I am going to write now xyz was there in 1, that I am going to remove. when you are removing that, that will be the top of the stack. Okay, that will be in the top of the stack. So what will happen to that top of stack? We want to add something. That is why I will make my list head pointing to 1. Fine. Now once again, if I delete something, say if I delete xy, what I can do now? If I delete it, then when I delete something from the uh, some particular place, what I can do is I will put the pointer over here to 1, and I will make here 7. List head will be 7 because 7th record is just now been deleted. So you can add something to 7, and after 7 where it should go? After 7 it should come to 1, because the next what we do is we use least recently used, LRUQ concept here. Okay, so LRUQ concept has been used over here, and whenever record has been deleted, a pointer will be kept pointing to the next particular address. Okay, now if I want to, now this is what I got when we delete. Okay, now suppose I want to add something. Say I want to add, say I will take it as new record 1. I want to add new record 2. I want to add new record 3. Okay, let us just remove this now. I don't have anything over here. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to add a new record 1, add new record 2, and add new record 3, where I need to add these records. Now new record 1 will be added to 1 because list head is pointing to 1. So new record 1 I am going to add over here. Okay, so here I am going to add new record 1. Now the pointer of this was pointing to 5. So next new record 2 will be added over to 5. Okay, so here I am going to add the new record 2. Now the pointer was pointing to 3. So next it is going to 3. So here I am going to add the new record 3. Okay. Suppose if I have new record 4, then where I can add? There is no place, because there is no place in our list. So if suppose if I want to add NR4, then it will show you overflow message because there is no place. Okay, so this is how, when we are going to add some records, how exactly it will be acting. Whenever we are deleting, put the pointer, and to that place we are going to add the things.